to this Level 7 program here tonight, our first spring program with Level 7 Forum. I'm Herta van Stiegel, one of the co-founders of Level 7, and it is an absolute pleasure at this point to turn over the microphone to David Spence. David is the managing director of the museum, and it is thanks to his generosity that we are enjoying this absolutely beautiful facility and this tremendous hospitality. And David, over to you.
I don't think your discussion tonight is going to need any sharpening, but if we were to need any sharpening, this is the place. This building that we're in was built for the transatlantic slave trade. It was built with profits from slavery. It was built as an integral part of the trade. It's one sharp triangle of the triangular trade. And I think it's very important that, the bricks and the wood, this is the building that the sugar was brought into when it was brought from the Caribbean islands.
We start this evening's debate not with the speakers, but by taking you a little bit back in time, because we're going to have a short piece of drama that's taken from a much longer piece that will be launched in September. A piece of drama, a production that is called Nobody Knows, and it looks at slavery through the eyes of Equiano.
It's okay. You can relax. We don't have to worship God made in your image. God is in charge.
I have not sought this position of authority over you. Haven't you read? It is God who sets up kings and kingdoms and gives them to whomsoever he will. The Lord gives to some and takes away from others. Blessed be the name of the Lord.
I agree. It is the Lord that gives, but it is the white man that takes away. So, blessed be the white man, and cursed be everyone else.
Didn't you bring the curse on yourselves? Are you not the sons of Ham, who saw his father's nakedness and mocked him? Which is why Noah himself pronounces the curse, a servant of servants you shall be to your brothers.
Ah, so you'll admit, I am your brother then. Then why not treat me as a brother?
So Christians were involved in this evil trade, in a big way, in fact. First, it was a Christian state. Britain was very much a Christian state, earning a great part of its economic prosperity through the trade. The established church was also involved, owning 2 plantations in the island of Barbados, worked by 300 enslaved Africans. But for over 100 years, Christians dedicated their lives to the ending of this horrific trade and slavery until the act was passed in 1807.
If I were to sound at times angry, it is justifiable to be angry, because no one can study and research the heinous crime of the Atlantic slave trade and be calm and comfortable. You must be, as it were, angry in your soul and in your spirit.
For the last 200 years, we have seen the violence, the murder, the death of millions of people, millions of Africans, but not just Africans, that have been sacrificed as a consequence of a notion of white superiority developed during the crucible of the heat in relation to slavery.
From here on West India Quay, you can see the towers that house Barclays, founded with slave money, HSBC, founded with slave money, and Citigroup, all of them built on foundations funded by slavery. No doubt at all.
No, I think I've had a very enlightening time this evening, and a lot of issues have been discussed here which normally would not have been discussed in a lot of forums. And I think it's very brave, and some very strong comments have been made which I think will allow a lot of people to move forward.
I found it a chance to uncover some preconceptions that I had, and to be educated in a forum where I felt nobody was attacking but people were looking for answers.
I thought it was a very good programme, well put together. I liked the choice of the 4 speakers. They were very different and they blended very well, and I think the full complementation was excellent.
I thought it was a really great forum, especially the whole question time type of format. I thought it raised a lot of interesting issues, and I think that you know, we've got a lot to discuss, and I think it raised some interesting things for further discussion.
Lee, I think, made a very valid point. He's emotive about it, and I think that we ought not to apologise for our emotion about it, and I was pleased that he was able to stand up and be seen to be emotional about the whole issue.